Hey guys, so we're witnessing history. Have you heard about this stuff? Pride Month, Women's History Month, Black History Month. Google has taken a look at these months and deleted them. They're just gone, erased. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just devastated by this news. I just can't live my life like this. I can't wake up knowing that corporations are not pandering to me. It's so over. The Guardian wrote about this, saying Google's online and mobile calendars are no longer including references to Black History Month, Women's History Month, and LGBTQ+ holidays, among other events. The world's biggest search engine previously marked the beginning of Black History Month in February and Pride Month in June, but the events do not appear for 2025. They even go on to say many users on social media have expressed disappointment and frustration with Google's recent decision. Following the changes, users who wish to track events such as Pride Month, Black History Month, and Indigenous Peoples Month must now manually add them to their calendars. Hopping over to Reddit, we can take a look at some of the upset users that The Guardian mentioned as they react to this news. For example, this one that says, "Pretty clear that the Nazis have taken over America." Another one saying, "You always knew the rainbow capitalism was disingenuous, but it was a sign that we were considered safe to market to." They got a response that says, "Exactly. Rainbow capitalism was so obvious and kind of annoying at times in a 'hello fellow kids' kind of way. But rainbow capitalism disappearing is a canary in the coal mine to show whether or not we're worth being considered as a people to them." That's a really weird thing to say. Like, if we're not being directly pandered to, they're not seeing us as people. Yeah, that's not how that works. A company can still market to you like they would anyone. They don't have to directly pander to your sexuality. It's a really weird thing for that person to say, and it shows how obsessed they are with labels. And weird people like that, plus the amount of people who are just corporate bootlickers and shills and plenty who are doing much worse things in the LGBT community, are a few examples of why so many people in that community are now walking away from it, not identifying with it. The next comment that we're about to take a look at is an extreme self-report. Let's get the context first. So this user said, "Stuff like this doesn't materially matter. It was empty virtue signaling when they put them up, and it's empty virtue signaling when they take them down. It does, however, feel pretty insulting." And that's where we see this response that says, "It does matter. Symbols matter because they shift public perception of what is acceptable. Lots of people, most people, have very little internal moral compass and basically just do whatever seems normal in their society. When people are surrounded by pro-LGBT messaging, it absolutely subtly influences public opinion." So yeah, like I said, extreme self-report. Because most people do have a moral compass, and for this person to think otherwise, it's really telling about them. Something else they don't realize is that the nonstop LGBT messaging from corporations did not influence public opinion in a good way like they're trying to suggest. It's actually the inverse. It ended up driving more animosity towards the LGBT community. And when people from that community, like the various users in that post, defend it, it only amplifies that negative public perception. That goes back around to all that bootlicker shill stuff. And as you guys know, it's even worse in gaming. Because when gamers would criticize some soulless AAA corporation doing some LGBT pandering in a game, you'd get a bunch of shills on Reddit, for example, calling all the critics alt-right Nazis. Anyways, I thought this comment in response to the news was also pretty funny. It simply says, "The disgust and fury that went through me when I read that. Oh, Google removed Pride Month from their calendar. Disgust and fury flowed through my veins." But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, there's also a split in the LGBT community, with plenty of people not subscribing to this sort of hive mind rhetoric and happily criticizing corporations and calling out pandering, etc., etc. Guess we'll see where things go. As for now, that's the end of this video. Consider liking and or subscribing if you enjoyed the coverage. Appreciate ya. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.